Welcome to 2021, the year of recovery. It's great to be back with My Mentor Medicine. I'm Justin Flinner, your host, and I will be guiding you every step of the way this year. In this year, we do have some new topics that we're going to bring you in our videos, in our podcasts, in our blogs, and everything that we do for you. Because we all need to get back to our lives eventually, right? And we need to prepare for that. So this is why it's the year of recovery, to recover from the virus, the staying at home all of the time, the homeschooling, the binge watching, the binge eating, everything binging all throughout your lives the last how many months? I mean, I don't even know what day it is right now, but I do know that it's 2021 and I'm ready to get started with you. So these videos are designed for a daily practice. You watch it once and then you watch it the whole week. And then I will give you a new one for the following week. So it's up to you to do the work. Put in the time, put in the effort. You know that word, Gong Fu. I said it many times in my old videos. Now we have some new ones. Our very first topic of the year for the month of January, we're going to focus on the back. We're going to work on the back of your body. Now, why did I choose this? Because posture. In order for us to get back on our feet and move forward with confidence throughout this new year and make progress, we have to have good posture. We must be able to stand tall, stand strong. So I'm going to remind you today about posture in both standing and sitting positions so that this entire week, remember, every day, you will be practicing these and monitoring yourself every time you stand up to go somewhere, every time you sit down to do your work, anytime you see someone else in your house sitting down. If their posture is a little bit off, remind them of these tips I'm going to give you today. Starting from the top of the head down to your toes, we're going to stand as tall as we possibly can before we sit. So, at the top of the head, we need to feel the crown of your head. Just let your arms hang naturally, feel loose, feel relaxed, shake it out if you have to, and then lift the crown of your head. Don't lift your chin, don't tilt to the side, don't look around the corner, nothing. Just raise the top of your head, gently tucking in your chin. What happens here? Well, from the side, your cervical spine starts to get a little bit longer as opposed to the natural gravitational pull of your screens. Okay? Lift your head up nice and tall. Then, next one, your shoulders. What do we do with them? Well, three things. Lift, pull back, and rest them back down. Watch from the side. Lift, pull back, rest down. Here. Then we move a little bit lower, the chest and the abdomen. Here, we don't want the chest to be sticking way out. That would be very uncomfortable, standing and walking like this. And we also don't want it to be pulled in because this is the posture we end up in. From this position, what we need to do is, again, keeping the shoulders there, keeping your head there, let the chest just relax a little bit. Now, of course, we have here and here connected, so we have to engage the abdomen slightly. Pull in just a little bit, allowing for your abdomen to work. And again, we're doing something with the front, which means we're also doing something with the back, the topic for this month. Here, let your rounded lower back, the natural curve take place right here. Don't let it go out too far, and then you have this really rounded curve in the back. Here, pull in too much. When you get this position again, it's either one extreme or the other, right? We need to find the happy medium right in the middle, right in your core. So, working our way down, the hips, the knees, the feet, etc. All the way down. We need to make sure that our toes are turned forward, especially when you're sitting. Don't let your legs be crossed, which we'll get to in a little bit. Keep your feet down. Keep your toes pointed the direction that you want to go. When you stand, you're ready to move in one direction, right? You want to walk. I'm going to walk towards you. I have to walk down to keep myself in the shot. And then I walk back. Like I'm going up the stairs. I feel like a mime. Okay, so your next one here, again, with the toes pointed forward, Your knees need to be a little bit soft. We want all the joints to be soft. So when you're standing, if you're at home and you're working at a standing desk, here, stand. Keep your head tall, shoulders back, chest relaxed, abdomen in, and joints a little bit soft. Here, doesn't mean you have to squat down and do some squat exercises, calisthenics, while you're sitting there working, although it's a good idea. Here, this position, toes forward. Don't end up on one side like this, or maybe you want to stretch downward, do something crazy like this, okay? Stand nice and tall. Now, we go from standing to sitting. So let me go get my chair. Meet my closest friend, Habata. Thank you for the chair, Habata. This chair is wonderful for me. You might have your own that you like, but we're going to talk about posture and how to sit in this thing, okay? From the side, we want to make sure that we're sitting nice and tall. From the front, you want to make sure you're not doing one of these. Yeah, email number 1, number 2, I'm ready to go to sleep. No, okay? We got to work on this. Come on, everybody. Get your chair. If you don't have one, bring it and work on this because you're going to be doing this for the rest of the week. Crown of the head, lift it up. Chin tucks in as a result. Your shoulders, remember, we want to lift them, pull them back, rest them down. If I bring my arms forward like this, it's going to eventually pull me forward, like this, okay? Do not have the gravitational pull of your screens change your posture. Keep your lower back in contact with your chair while you sit nice and tall. Then of course, your legs. Well, again, don't put yourself, I wish this day would be over. No, okay? Save your energy by saving your posture. Sit up nice and tall. Keep your feet flat. If you find your knees from the side, if you find your knees are a little bit higher than your hips, change the height of your chair. Vice versa, if your feet are dangling off of the chair, a little too high, adjust it. Get your feet flat, your knees a little bit underneath your hips, back against the chair, sit nice and tall so you can work from here. You can study, you can read, you can do whatever you do from this chair. Same applies to your sofa, all of the binge watchers, like me, from time to time. So make sure that you sit comfortably. If you are gonna rest, go to bed. Okay? Don't let your posture be sacrificed by your desire to sit there for 3 or 4 hours and then you wake up and you say, oh, my neck hurts. Hey, Justin, I need an acupuncture treatment. My neck is hurting and I'm not sure why. Well, there's a start. Okay, time for review. Are you ready? Because you have all week to work on this. Starting from the top of your head, make sure that your head is lifted through the crown of your head, almost as if you are having a string pulling you upwards like this. Your chin will gently tuck. As a result, your shoulders want to go back. Otherwise, it's going to pull your head forward. So, head goes up, shoulders go back. Comfortable, right? Chest, abdomen, gently pulled in. Doesn't mean you do this. Okay? Just a little bit. Pulling this in slightly opens your lower back. Let your hips relax, let your knees relax, and let your feet be turned the direction that you would want to walk. Okay? This is where we are in our standing position. Full rotation, 360. Here. Okay? Very nice, right? Back to sitting. Let's try this one. In sitting position, if you have your chair nearby, let's try this. Remember, head nice and tall, shoulders back. Is your lower back in contact with your chair? If not, scoot back a little bit and then make sure these didn't change. Knees, feet, everything in the position as I mentioned earlier. Knees a little bit underneath your hips, your feet flat on the floor, and don't end up crossing your legs, swinging, leaning off to one side. All of these things, sitting there for hours on end, is going to affect you, okay? And that brings us to the end of this week's exercise. Now, it's up to you. All week, you have to work on your posture. When you're standing, working at home, standing in the kitchen, when you're sitting, doing your work, going to school, studying, reading, watching TV, going outside, going for a walk. Always, always, always think about your posture. How are you from head to toe when you walk? For 1 week, that's all I ask. Eventually, you'll start to realize it. How? By feeling it. You will feel the difference. You will feel the difference when you change your posture to when you don't. Can you stay in this position? Also, when you look in the mirror, when you're brushing your teeth, okay? Check your posture. Practice it. The more you practice it, the better you will get at it. That's why I give you 1 week before I bring you the next lesson. So, follow us on YouTube. Make sure you check the subscription. Did you subscribe? Are you following us on Facebook? Did you like this video? Did you leave a comment? Let us know what changed in your body. What did you notice? Did you feel taller? Did you feel more energy? Did it not help? Did something change? Do you need assistance with something else? Let us know so that we can build upon this for you. We're not here for us, by the way. This is your recovery. We're recovering with you, but we have to build some kind of community. That's why we're here. Okay? So good luck. Week number 1. Welcome back to 2021. Well, I guess I should say welcome to 2021, and I will see you next week.